Hi everyone, welcome to tutorial 703. In today's video, I'll be showing you around the interface of Adobe Premiere Pro CC. This is a beginner's guide to Adobe Premiere Pro CX6. Let's get started. So guys, the first thing we are going to do is to launch our Adobe Premiere Pro CX6. A dialog box is displayed. Here we have new projects, we have open projects, we have recent projects. Since we are starting afresh, so we are going for new projects. Another dialog box is displayed. As a beginner, you don't need to worry yourself much about some of these settings that we have here. You can just come down here to name the project. Then we have scratch disk settings here. In this scratch disk, we have to create a directory so that Adobe Premiere doesn't keep a virtual copy of our videos. We have to set where we want the video to be after we must have edited it. I've actually created a directory for this video. Location, this one is talking about where you want your work to be rendered. So browse to where you want the work to be rendered. So I click on OK. So this is another dialog box for us to set our sequence. So we just name our sequence. For you to enable your timeline, you need to set your sequence, and your sequence is to match the settings of your camera with the settings you're going to be working with in Adobe Premiere Pro. Then I'll name the sequence, then I'll click OK. So guys, we are on the interface of Adobe Premiere Pro CX6. We have the source monitor, we have the program monitor, we have the project panel, we have our timeline. In the source panel, this is where you view all your raw projects, all your raw videos. If you import your videos in, they will be imported and be stored in project panel. Or maybe you imported any image into your work area, you will need to view it from the source panel. The program panel is where you view your edited projects. So the next thing we are going to do is to import our videos. You can either press Ctrl-I on your keyboard to import the videos, or you go to File menu and click on Import, which will take you to where your videos are. Then you can now bring either your images or your videos in. So if I drag only the video into the timeline, keep existing settings, and if I drag only the audio, it means that the video will not show, it's only the audio that will show. But if I really want to drag the videos and the audio, what I'll do is that I'll place my mouse in the middle and I'll drag. So both the audio and the video are on the timeline. You can extend it if you want to. This is assumed to be the portion of your video that you want to drag into the timeline. So if you want to cut part of this video, you can either use razor to do the cutting, or you can press Ctrl-K on your keyboard, which is better because you'll be able to cut, delete, and close it back. I want to delete, I'll just click it, then I'll click on Shift plus delete. You can see I've been able to delete and close it back. So guys, let's go ahead and add some effects to this video. We have our effects here. Anything you do on the effect, you can actually control it using the effect control. I'm going to be adding some effects to this video and add some transition to this. We are applying this here now, so you can actually extend this. Okay, so let's go to adding some text. There are two ways by which you can write your text. You can either click on Ctrl T on your keyboard. When you click on Ctrl T, a dialog box will display for you to write the title. And if you don't want to go with the use of the keyboard, you can go to File, click on New, then you can locate your title right here. Then you can now write. We'll now drag the title that we just wrote into the timeline. This is it. You can extend it to the end of the video so that you can have it to the end of the video. So this is it. You can also add audio onto your video. Let's import an audio in now. Audio here, so let's bring it to the timeline. So this is an audio, the background audio that I'm adding to the video. So we can also add some audio effects to the audio. So let's go for audio effects. You can go for any of this. We can also add audio transition to our audio. So let's do that. Let's see what happens to our audio here. So let's play. So now the next thing is to render the video. There are two ways by which you can render your video. You can either render by going through the file menu, or you render by pressing Ctrl M. Ctrl M will display a dialog box for you to render. Let's go through the file menu. Click on File, Export, Media. Come to the format here. We change it from AVI. Since it's going to social media, we click on H264. And you can either go for MPEG 2 or MPEG 3, but since I'm going to be posting it to YouTube, so let's go for H264. So we'll come to this preset, we'll come and locate YouTube. We have various settings that you can use in rendering your work or your projects, but in my own case I'm going for YouTube HD 720 25 frames. The next thing is to click on Exports or Q, and you're using Q if you have an encoder and if you have more than one video that you're rendering. But since we are rendering just only one video, so we'll use exports. I hope you guys liked the video. I remain Modupe Salmat. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Thank you.